The beginning of a new relationship is such a tricky time because everything you say and do is on trial. And so you could make some offhand comment and he'll take offense, and then you'll get into this huge argument, and then it will be all over. But most of the time, you don't even know what you did that put him off. You thought everything was fine. And now suddenly he's acting strange and not wanting to see you. Now, I can't read his mind and tell you what exactly is happening, but what I can do is give you some general behaviors that don't seem like a big deal, but are a very big deal to guys. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I am a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, you are going to learn 3 behaviors that scare men off and sabotage your relationship. Behavior number 1, you treat him like the center of your world. Now, surely that's a good thing, right? Like, isn't it romantic to tell a guy that he is everything to you? He's your sunshine. He's your reason for living. He's what makes you wake up with a smile every morning. When you fall for someone, you just want them to know it, right? You want them to know just how much they mean to you. But there's a line between sweet romantic nothings and scary emotional dependence. It's actually not flattering for a guy to feel like your whole world revolves around him. It's actually quite terrifying, because how would you feel if someone's happiness was entirely dependent on you? How would you feel if you were somebody's reason for living and you weren't even sure that you wanted to be with them? It's too much pressure, right? And it's too much responsibility. Guys don't want to be responsible for your happiness, and they don't want to be the center of your world. They want to add to your life, but not be your life. So instead of telling your guy that he is everything to you, tell him that he makes your great life even better. You can say, I've got a pretty great life, but it is even better with you in it. Or you could tell him, I'm usually a pretty happy person, but I am even happier when I'm with you. So it's like he's the frosting on top of your cake. He's not the cake itself. And if the relationship doesn't work out, or if he's got to go away, you're going to be just fine because you've got a life already. Behavior number 2, you act like he's perfect. Now, this one is kind of crazy because surely everyone wants to have someone in their life who thinks that they're perfect. What is wrong with looking up to this guy and telling him how awesome he is? Well, when a guy feels like you've put him on a pedestal, he knows there's a long way to fall. He's destined to disappoint you because there's no way he's as perfect as you think he is. He's just an ordinary guy. Now, you would think that a guy would be flattered by having a girlfriend who thinks he's wonderful in every way, because don't all guys like to have their ego stroked? Well, absolutely. But there's a huge difference between telling him he's great in bed and telling him that he is everything you have ever dreamed of. Because no man can live up to a woman's dreams. If you've been dreaming of Prince Charming, then he knows you're going to be mad when you find out that you've mistaken this ordinary guy for a prince. And so go ahead and notice his flaws and mistakes. Notice where the two of you aren't a perfect match. Poke fun at him a bit. Show him that you don't expect him to be perfect, as long as he doesn't expect you to be perfect either. He would much rather be real with you and feel loved for that, flaws and all. Behavior number 3, you only value him for his relationship potential. Now, I see this one so often. Women go on dates with this primary objective. They want to see if this guy has relationship potential. And if he doesn't, then they lose interest and they're on to the next guy. Now, I get it, because we are all busy and we're all dating for a reason. We're not doing this for fun. But what this tells men is that they have to be useful to a woman for her to show interest. And if he doesn't fit into her well-laid plans for the future, she walks away without a second glance. Psychotherapist Ken Page talks about bringing the humanity back to dating. And I think that's particularly relevant here because we've stopped seeing men as human beings who are worthy and likable, regardless of whether they fit into our lives. There is so much judgment in dating. And guys can tell when you have sized them up and found them wanting. Guys can tell when you're looking for something specific and you have not found it in them. And they feel like they've disappointed you when you don't really even know them. So what's the solution? It's treating all guys as human beings worthy of getting to know. So if a guy doesn't seem like he fits into your plans for the future, then find out what his plans for the future are and get excited for him. Don't get disappointed just because he doesn't want what you want. He's still a great guy, even if he's not what you're looking for. And when you're able to treat all guys as great guys, regardless of whether you think you'll end up together, then I promise you everything will change for you in love. It is absolutely magical when you give guys the benefit of the doubt and you like them regardless of how things turn out. And if you see each other a few times and it becomes clear that you want different things, then you part on good terms, which gives you confidence, and it gives him confidence too. So don't treat any guy like the center of your world, because he's not perfect, and that's okay. He's just an ordinary guy who may or may not be able to create something beautiful with you. Now, if you would like more dating tips like these, then make sure to check out my free gift to you, the 3 A's of Effortless Attraction, which will teach you how to give a man the feeling of love in a bottle. You'll also discover how your pleasure is the secret to success in love. So make sure to check it out, and I will see you next time.